Hello, everybody. We hope you're doing well during this time of lockdown and you're not going too stir crazy. My name is Paul Gronowski. I'm the Director of Athletic Communications at Bryn Athyn College. I'd like to take this time to introduce Sean Westerlund, our new men's basketball coach, who was announced as our new coach on April 29th. He won't start on campus until July 1st, but we'd like to take this opportunity to let everyone get to know our new men's basketball head coach. Sean, how are you?
I'm doing well, Paul. Thanks for setting this up. I couldn't be more excited.
No, we're excited to have you on staff. So as I said in our intro, we made the announcement on April 29th that you would be the second men's basketball coach in Bryn Athyn College men's basketball history. So what's life been like since that announcement?
Is busy an appropriate answer? It's been busy, but it's been really good. For me, I've had so many people reach out to me through text, emails, phone calls, FaceTimes, and it's just a nice reminder how I have such a good surrounding people with me and how blessed I am. It's been busy in the sense that trying to build relationships with the current roster and talking with them and getting their feedback on things that they'd like to see added and how we can look to improve and keep pushing this program forward. And then obviously trying to get a little bit of recruiting done for 2020 as well, as we're trying to evaluate what the needs are and things like that. So it's definitely been busy, but I couldn't be more excited. It's been really fun first week or so.
So Bryn Athyn is your first head coaching position. You are at the college level. You were a high school head men's basketball coach, and you spent the last 4 years, as you were saying, at Hood as an assistant. So what excites you about becoming a head coach at the college level for the first time?
It's a realization of a dream that I've had since I've entered the profession. I've worked the last 10 years for an opportunity like this one, and to do it at a place like Bryn Athyn is so awesome. For me, one of the main reasons why it excites me is that, for 10 years, I've been learning and growing as a coach, and I can take the lessons I learned at my first stop at Hartford Christian in Darlington, Maryland, and then for the last 4 years at Hood College and put my own stamp on a college program while trying to build it within the alignment of the mission and vision of the college. And, I really appreciate Bryn Athyn for the opportunity that they've given me. And it's an institution I really believe in. And so it's really a marriage made in heaven.
So you had a bit, obviously, of a unique coaching interview experience, not having a chance to really get on campus. Did you get on campus at all during the interview process?
No, I did not. The virtual tour was my best friend.
So knowing that, what attracted you to Bryn Athyn, knowing that you really haven't seen our campus aside from that virtual tour?
When I was asked that question in the interview process, I was really honest. I think the first thing that caught my eye about Bryn Athyn was the fact that it's a full-time head men's coaching job at the college level, and it's been a dream of mine to do that. But as I was doing the research for the job, what I realized is how special a place Bryn Athyn is. The mission and vision of the institution is so closely to my own why of wanting to be so student focused. For me, I believe my purpose is to utilize transformational relationships so that we can make this world a better place. And Bryn Athyn is so dedicated to the students and pouring into their lives. And so for me, that's what really attracted me to the job, is that I'd have a college for my first job that empowers me to be me, but being me is so aligned with everything that the college wants as far as what they want from their staff and faculty.
Now, Bryn Athyn's a Division III school. You actually started out in college as a Division III athlete yourself, a three-sport athlete at Lancaster Bible, with your main sport being soccer. And from what I saw, you were actually a pretty good soccer player over there at LBC. So
I did all right for myself.
So what is it about the Division III level that speaks to you as a player and now as a coach?
The main thing about Division III that I love so much is the fact that you get a nice balance. You really have the opportunity to explore yourself academically, and there's a focus on the academics. And then obviously you still have the opportunity to compete at a high level. I think too, and it's not to say that the bigger schools don't have this, but in my experience in Division III, the fact that you're truly invested in and you're not a number on the page is so important. I mean, my experience at Lancaster Bible, one of the driving reasons why I went there is because my college coaches really poured into my life and saying, you're not just going to be another dude on campus. And I think that was a lot of value for me. So the reason why I love Division III is the fact that you have that balance, and then you really have a unique opportunity to really invest and get to know your student athletes on a deeper level. And so that's why I champion Division III athletics.
So when you're recruiting, when you're looking for a recruit, what do you look for both as an athlete and as a student?
The first thing that I look for, and this translates as an athlete and a student, is a strong work ethic. If you work hard and you're used to putting in the work, that's going to translate well to the classroom. And we care about academics at Bryn Athyn, and for our men's basketball program, I've talked to our guys. Graduation is not a goal, it's an expectation. And so I want to make sure our guys are taking care of the academic side of things, because at some point the ball is going to stop rolling. I want them to have a plan to be a productive member of society. And so I'm looking for a work ethic. I think too at the Division III level, because we can't make anything mandatory until the season starts, having a work ethic and being self-motivated is huge to being successful. And so that's probably the number one thing I'm looking for off the court. And then on the court, I like guys that are skilled and can shoot threes. We want to play a very fun style basketball. And a lot of that is surrounded around by analytics. And so we want to shoot a lot of threes. And so for me to have guys that are skilled, that are smart, can pass the ball and shoot the three well, I would say those are the main things that I'm looking for in recruits. Obviously, if they have a little bit of size, that would be great. But really, for me, it's work ethic and skill.
So you mentioned some of your interactions with the guys. How have you been interacting with them so far? What are you excited about going through this process, even just through this lockdown, trying to talk to them, get to know them, and how excited are you to work with them when your season eventually, who knows when that'll be, when that season will actually start?
Yeah, for sure. So for me, the first thing that really pops out is how connected of a group they are. And I think that's amazing. To have a group that's this connected for my first job is really a blessing. You could tell that they deeply care about one another and that they're hungry. And so the interactions have been great. I've been FaceTiming all of them. So I FaceTimed all of them individually. I've also had team meetings and small group meetings as well that have been really productive for us to mainly for them to get to know me. I think it's important that they can ask all the questions that they want of me and what we're trying to do. And then for me also to get to know them as people and what they want from this program and from their experience at Bryn Athyn. They're a fun group. They're definitely pretty funny. I know the other day we actually had a conversation about the top 3 NBA players of all time. And it got pretty lively because I don't think Kobe's the 3rd best player of all time. And the guys were shocked that I didn't have Kobe in the top 3. So that made a pretty lively discussion. But they're an awesome group of guys. And I cannot wait to get on campus with them and get to work and continue to build this thing up.
So I have to ask, since you brought it up, who are your top 3 players?
I would say right now in order, it would be MJ 1, I would go LeBron 2, and then Magic Johnson 3. I'm excluding centers like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt Chamberlain because I think it's just a completely different game if you include them. But I would say my top 3 would probably be those 3 with MJ, LeBron, and Magic.
I'm not going to fault you for that top 3. That's a pretty good top 3. I would go to battle with them on the basketball court for sure.
Yeah. It's interesting because the guys, they're trying to tell me like, Coach, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm like, watch a full game of the 80s. You guys were born in the late 90s, okay? So watch a full game from 70s, 80s, 90s basketball, and then we can start having these conversations again.
So when you finally get on campus, again, you technically don't start until July 1st, and who knows if we'll even be allowed on campus with the lockdown and the way things are going in the state of Pennsylvania and Montgomery County. So when you finally are allowed to step foot on campus for the first time, what are you most excited about?
I think actually seeing the grounds in person. I mean, our virtual tour really does a good job of showing off how beautiful our 130-acre campus is, but to actually be able to see it for myself and then also be able to meet all the wonderful people that have been a part of this hiring process. I mean, Paul, you and I, we've been texting back and forth, and we've Zoomed a couple times, and also to meet President Blair in person, to meet Dr. Nelson, and to interact with all the athletic coaches that were a big part of the interview process as well, and to meet our academic side and faculty. So it's really to see the campus and to be able to meet all the people that I've had the chance to interact with so far.
And for our final question, I know you hinted at this a little bit. What can we expect to see from a Sean Westerlund coach team? Not only from the team, what can we expect to see from you on the sideline?
Yeah, so I'll start with the team, and we're gonna play really fun style basketball. And right now, I think it would be a little bit premature to say exactly how that's gonna look because I want to be able to see the team. We definitely have an idea of the way we want to play, but ultimately, what I hope that the fans see from us is a team that lives out our core values, which is number one, connection. You're gonna see a team that's really connected, that really loves each other, and that we're a family and we're united as one. A team that plays with great joy. We want to really enjoy this process and have fun. And we want to be able to attack each day with a lot of passion and enthusiasm. Number three, we're going to be really competitive. In everything that we do, you're going to see this relentless competitor spirit out of our group of guys. And then finally, I would say selflessness. And, that's probably going to be the toughest one for each person because naturally as humans, we can be selfish. But our guys are starting to understand we over me. And if we're going to do something special, we have to put our needs last and put the team's needs first. And so hopefully you'll see a team that really lives out our core values. As far as me, you're going to see a guy that's really passionate. I'm a very positive person and someone that really champions my group of young men and wanting to empower them to be the stars that they are. And I want them to shine, and I want to give them all the credit. So you're going to see a guy that is very lively, and it's lively in a way that we're just going to be encouraging. And I want the guys to feed off my energy in the way we relentlessly attack offensively and defensively.
Well, Sean, I know I'm excited to see it, and I hope everybody is too. And I hope this is a great chance for everyone to kind of get to know you a little bit before we see you on campus. So, Sean, I'd like to, thank you for joining me as we get to know you a little bit.
Absolutely, Paul. I really appreciate it. This has been fun. Anything you need from me, just let me know.
I appreciate that. And thank you, everybody, for watching. We hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and we look forward to seeing you in the future, not only on Bryn Athyn's campus, but in Asplund Fieldhouse to watch our men's basketball team led by new head coach, Sean Westerlund. Thank you all for watching.